Reindeer, yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and join.
Okay.
Tick, tick, tick.
Oh yeah, I should wait 20 seconds, right?
Well,
There's
no,
only
whatever
me
you
on
said
here,
now,
Ed,
we'll be
though.
on there in 20 seconds.
Alright, I gotcha.
Oh, well.
Hey,
It's
there's
gonna be
Jaws
all
on.
awkward as shit now.
Well, still, hey, subscribe, comment, like,
There it
and
is.
love this. This is great.
It ain't come
Now.
online yet. But
I love you.
It just popped in when I said there it is. Hi, Seeker. Good to see you, man.
No, Seeker's here. Hey, brother.
Hi everybody, having a wonderful day. Hello.
Wow, look at Tendy swimming all around and everything and stuff.
People could join me if they wanted to. You just gotta touch my head.
Can anybody? Yes, they can hear me.
No, nobody can hear you. Turn
Oh,
it
it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see what. Oh, the IC. Was it the IC panel? The IC panel thing. Yeah, Tindy's IC panel.
Could you please pass
I could say something, Bob. I keep my
Oh,
mouth
it's
shut.
still
How
applicable.
about now? Right now?
Hey, we're
Maybe now?
almost there.
No.
We're almost there.
You can hear me now?
We're getting there. We're getting
Turned into a
there.
Verizon commercial.
Mine shows 5 o'clock now.
Well, hello everyone. I'm your host for tonight, Catboy Kunhuro. Welcome to another episode of Match
Hi,
Game.
Catboy.
Yeah!
Welcome to this lovely under the sea theme. I am dressed up as a drunk luxury yacht captain who sank my boat. I'm down here with the rest of you.
And thank you to Tendy for this beautiful scene.
Beautiful, wonderful work. Let's have a little bit of applause for Tindy, please, everyone. Let's give it up. Come on, there we go. There, a big catboy fish. Okay.
Thank you, Tim.
Now, as usual, we start the game. We're going up to the green triangle.
Flip it good.
Yeah, I gotta flip that coin. I gotta flip my King Charles coin. This might become a collector's item because a lot of people think that King Charles is going to be dead very soon.
Keep going to that one. Don't
Yeah,
go
I know.
Pretty soon he will.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
they're
always
waiting for
plan on
Wise enough
as long as those Girl Scouts gotta stay away from my front door.
Hey,
Almost is it.
Yeah.
You better rise up.
watch it.
Okay.
Alright,
Well, okay.
That happens to be
You're
my
gonna
key.
flip a
Thank you very
coin.
much.
Is you either get the loon or the
I know.
king that with the big old Dumbo ears.
I like the big old.
So, the moon on either side.
Big old Dumbo ear king. There we go. And you got King Charles. That means you get to choose your one question from column A or column B.
Oh, let's go call him.
How many choice?
Going with column A. Here we go. Top of the round. Everybody plays. Question is: Dumb Donald is so dumb.
How dumb is he?
Oh, I'll tell you how dumb he is. He went exploring for gas by drilling into a blank. Remember, there used to be a thing everybody was into. They're gonna go exploring for gas and find their fortune.
Yeah, LP.
There was a lot of movies that came out in the 50s that was all about that. I remember. But yeah, Dumb Donald. He went exploring for gas by drilling into a blank. What did he drill into? Oh, I love this seahorse thing that Gleesa has. That's pretty cool.
Isn't it cool? Pepper's got one too.
I could build my seahorse, but it's like a billion cribs because it's very...
I like that.
Okay. So we got. Oh, and I got a cat crawling all over my desk now. You little orphan, you. What are you doing?
Crawling on the... Being the center of attention, of course.
I want to be the center of attention.
As all cats
Where's the
do.
other one? The other one's already asleep on the
That's
bed.
what happens when my cat jumps up into the desk and then stands on my keyboard.
Oh, that's all
Pay
set.
attention to me!
All right. Gonna have to throw you under the bed. Sorry, gotta play Fling the Kitty. Here we go. Whoa! Fling the Kitty. Off you go. Fling the kitty away under the bed. All right, here we go. Well, okay, it goes back to you. Remember, it was the question was: Dumb Donald, so dumb, he went exploring for gas by drilling into a blank.
A car. The gas tank in his car.
The gas tank in his car. You're gonna find it. It's just not a very good idea.
Well, that's why he's so stupid dumb.
That's why he's so dumb. Let's see. Tindy went with a gasoline pump. Really close. Drilling into a gasoline pump.
I almost was thinking.
Well,
I struck oil. Fiddler, your answer is an oil gusher. All right, drilling into somebody already. You mean a place where someone already else is drilling? Let's see, Gleesa. That is a
Sewer
sewer line.
Oh, that's
dumb.
clever, because there's lots of gas, methane gas in there.
Let's see.
Hey.
And Jim, you said a balloon.
Balloon?
Well, there's gas in a balloon. It just, I don't know if you want to light it, especially if it's
Yeah.
helium.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
A GoPro!
You might get lucky. You might get lucky.
Never
He's
know.
done half the work for you. It's halfway down. Yeah.
Hey,
Dylan,
that's the
Dora,
important.
your answer is underground gas tank. Honestly, I thought someone would have picked something like a teenager's face or something like that.
I was trying
No.
to think something like a toilet where everybody goes gas
Oh.
is in the toilet pot.
Oh yeah, that's a farting. Well, you know what? That was the answer from the contestant on the match game. It said that. It said toilet.
And they didn't
Leo.
get it either, did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, they did not. As a matter of fact, Leo gets.
Unbelievable.
Clever, Tim.
You're gonna get it and you're gonna like it.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna like it. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Walter.
someone's vanished again.
Oh, did we lose a? No, we didn't lose a panelist. We're good.
No, we lost
All
the capital.
What? Me?
You went into the ground again.
Oh shit! Oh right.
Pass out.
I get drunk sometimes. I get drunk sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Here we go. So everybody plays. The question is, Walter said, I think the stork that delivered our baby used to deliver pizzas. When he delivered our baby, it was covered in blank. Delivered our baby, it was covered in blank.
And everybody answers on this one, right?
Everybody plays this round. Yes, you do. Yep. No matches yet.
Can I play?
Not yet. Not yet. No, you don't. You silly.
Don't you?
goose.
That's suggestion.
See? Yeah. No suggestions.
Yeah.
Ah, see, no suggestion.
Yeah. No Messiah. You come to me, sans Messiah. See?
Why don't you use the submit button? Damn it.
Here we go. That's all six.
Yeah.
That's all six.
Ah,
All right, Leo, goes back to you. It was Walter said, I think the stork, by the way, Walter is a man that believes that the stork is real. So, you just got to roll with
things a
that.
pickle. No.
Yeah. I think the stork that delivered our baby used to deliver pizzas. When he delivered our baby, it was covered in blank. What was it covered in?
Well, the most obvious topping on a pizza is pepperoni. Gotta go with that.
Pepperoni! Pepperoni!
Ooh.
By the way, I just finished planting my pizza garden for this year. It's nothing but pizza toppings. It's tomatoes and peppers.
Awesome.
Tomatoes and peppers.
What, no onions?
Onion?
No.
Yeah, there
I
you
don't like
go.
it. Yeah.
What, no anchovies?
Yeah, and I'm not risking growing mushrooms in my
The
backyard.
anchovies going?
Oh, geez.
No. No.
I
I'll
love
raid the fish
pineapple.
tank. I'll have to raid the fish tank. Here we go. Okay, so Walter said, let's see, delivered a baby. The baby was covered in. Tindy said mozzarella cheese. Mozzarella. Can't
Yeah.
grow that either in my garden, unfortunately. Fiddler, you said grease. Covered in grease. Covered in grease. A lot of grease. Yeah. Yeah, that was just playing on the radio today, but when I was going out to get my marijuana. Please, your answer is cheese.
Oh my gosh.
Cheese.
I got the cheese.
No one said pepperoni. Let's go. Jim said grated. Everyone's going for cheese.
You like the
Oh, man.
cheese?
Well, they don't have
Everyone's
cheese
going
in
for
it.
cheese.
Oh, they love the
Porcelana
cheese.
said cheese. Man, I bet you wish you picked cheese. And then Dora.
I thought everybody
They're all
put pepperoni
cheese.
on there.
Yeah, but what's on the very top of the pizza?
I
Yeah.
know.
Cheese.
A box.
No, we don't have any.
A box.
We don't have any. Don't have, no points yet.
Box filled with
What's
cheese.
they deliver?
Edible that's on the top of a pizza. Cheese.
A pizza.
All right, so.
Cheese and the sauce underneath everything.
All right, so it goes back to Wild K. Wild K, once again, you get to choose. Do you want your question in column A or column B?
Well, let's go with A, eh?
You're going with A.
Hey,
No
hey.
score yet. So
Hey.
everyone's playing. No score. Everyone plays.
This
Question
better
is.
be an A plus.
Okay, I hope so, yeah. When Henry opened his fortune cookie, it said, you will meet a woman with long, dark hair. And he did. All right, he did. Unfortunately, it was on her blank.
Unfortunately, what?
He said,
It was on.
it was on, yeah. His fortune cookie said, you will meet a woman with long, dark hair. And he did. But unfortunately, it was on her blank.
Okay.
It was on her blank. Long dark hair, unfortunately.
Laugh,
it was
chuckle, chuckle.
On her
Gross.
blank. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Of course.
She was
Gross,
European.
gross.
There we go.
Exactly.
That's all 6, and now I go back to, well, okay, the question. Right, it was on her blank. Where was it?
Choice of two, really. On her carpet or on her legs. Let's go with legs. Let's see how many.
On her legs. Long hair on her legs.
Yeah.
Big old hairy legs.
Leg.
This carpet
Yeah.
don't grow long. It curls all over the place. So.
Now see, Tindy, your answer is safety, and it was braided.
Oh man.
Safety, going for the safety.
Dang, I should have done
And
that.
it was braided.
She did not need a merkin. Fiddler, your answer is a cooter. Man, you people, you know what? Well, okay, you gotta read this panel.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
You gotta
about,
read this
but
panel, and
somebody's
Glacier.
gonna say leg.
Well, that's
Once
not
again,
a
another
leg.
safety. Another safety. Jim, your answer is Knuckles. Now that's clever. That's clever.
Good one, brother.
You'll go blind if you do
I like
that.
that one.
That's
I like
right.
that.
Yeah,
That's the most
nice.
clever answer for that question I've seen so far. Porcelana, he
Kind
said,
of apish.
pits in her pits as an
Oh, I was
armpit.
thinking of that too.
That is a good.
And then Dora, your answer is her armpits. Her
Yeah.
armpits.
That's what she said.
Still no score. We are scoreless, so we go to Leo. Leo, you only need one match. You get beat.
Disgusting.
Alright, you only need one. Alright,
Don't say
now
that.
this is about Harry. Harry.
How hairy was he?
Harry.
No, he's not Harry. Well, listen to this. Now, wherever Harry goes, people lick his head because instead of Brillo cream, Harry uses blank cream.
Holy moly.
Pretty gross.
Okay, I got it.
Wherever Harry goes, people lick his head because instead of using Brillo cream, which is a common product people used to put in their hair, he uses blank cream.
Harry's a midget. So you don't know.
Must be.
People like to
How
lick
is
his.
Harry anyway?
I'm not answering that. You people, you always throw this at me like, what color was his eyes? What high school did he go to? Does he have a
How
driver's
hairy is he?
license?
Exactly.
Imagine Cousin
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
Did he go to the store to get the cream or did he get Instacart?
No, I'm not answering that. If anyone needs to
What
repeat the
color were
question,
his roots? Did he have them?
we're just waiting on Endora and Fiddler.
Come on, you two, you can do it.
Come on, you two.
And do it.
You can do it. And for the new people here, if you're in the panel and you have trouble coming up with an answer, it's okay for you to privately IM one of the other panelists.
I wasn't too long. Come on, jeez.
Okay, we're just waiting on
Okay.
Endora.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Hello, Endora. You can IM one of the other panelists for an answer because they trade in answers all the time.
Oh, the stinking
On the
time.
regular show, all the time.
and annoyed the hell out of him.
Yeah. There we go. That's all 6. Let's see. And now we go back to. All right.
Yo.
You just need one match. You just need one. Wherever Harry goes, people lick his head because instead of using Brillo cream, Harry uses blank cream.
Well, the first thing I think about licking is whipped cream.
Whipped cream. He uses
That's
whipped cream.
clever.
Good
He
answer.
uses whipped
answer.
cream. All right.
Good
Guys,
Hope you got at least one of those. All right, here we go. Whipped
Well,
cream.
yeah.
That is a match right off the bat. And we lost one of our panelists. We lost a
Dora.
panelist.
Well, I don't know where Dora went off to.
We lost a panelist. All right.
I know.
Well, let's see.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Disappeared. Let's see. Cannabis cream. What? That's edible. Whipped cream. That's another one.
Oh,
And Jim, your answer is whipped cream. Another match. Porcelana is whipped cream. Maybe she's just offended by whipped cream. She said, "I'm walking out of this place. You people licking whipped cream off a man's head.
But it doesn't matter.
Fucking God." Yeah. Oh, whoops! I lit up the wrong one. I hit the green button. Oh, who cares? You won anyway. It doesn't matter. You won. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You won anyway. So, Leo, you get to choose who do you want for the super question.
Dora.
No.
No, that's not going to work. How about Porcelana?
You
Yeah,
want
Porcelana.
Porcelana. Thank God.
Porcelana. Oh,
All right,
Thanks,
Porcelana. Porcelana. Okay, Porcelana, you there? Yes, you are. You are there. Okay, now you know what the rules are. I am going to type out and say the super question at the same time. You
And
send
then
the
I
answer
put
to
it in
me.
local.
Me only? You put it in local, I'll break your little fingers. Don't you do that.
No, you won't.
I'll break all your tiny little fingers. There you go. The super question is blank
my marriage.
television.
Blank television.
Blank television.
That ought to be easy for y'all.
I think it's simple.
This is under the sea suggestion. There we go. I have my super answer. Everyone shout your suggestions, please.
Must see TV.
Music.
Alright.
Music TV.
Black
and white.
Digital
Flat screen.
Color.
TV, flat screen.
I
Okay, so now we go. Alright, Leo, you know the rules. 3 guesses. What's your first guess for a blank
The
television?
first thing that popped in my head is color TV.
Is it color TV? Well, that was kind of a big deal back in the 70s, as it is a 70s question. You just won 500, Linda.
And now in living color
500. There we go.
Here we go.
on NBC.
There we go, Leo. So if anyone wants to trade places in the panel or fill up the empty one that we suddenly got, please do so.
I'll be a contestant.
Hurry, Snow's gonna go.
We need someone to fill the
Filler wants
chip.
to be a contestant. All right. I mean, yeah, Filler wants to be a contestant.
No, not.
Leo can grab, and we'll have Snow Wolf grab the empty panel.
Yeah, she was gonna be.
Yay!
So,
Right.
so,
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll go back.
That's okay.
Whatever you want to do.
There we go. So we got Snow Wolf.
I'll go
All right, we
back,
are-
and she
No,
gets.
it's okay. We're set. It's okay.
We're ready to go.
All right.
Okay, so since we started with a green triangle last time, now we're going to go to the red circle. That means Fiddler. You get to choose. Do you want your question from column A, column B, or do you want to try your luck with the impossible question?
Oh, there
I'm
it is.
gonna go with column B, eh?
You're going with column B. He's
it's so
passing on the impossible. He's passing on the impossible. All
Yeah,
right then.
that way we can see it longer. It's so pretty, Tindy.
It's a lovely bit of artwork. It really is. All right, here we go.
At the
Top of the round, everybody plays. Question is, this is Dumb Dora again.
How
How dumb is she?
She,
I'll tell you how dumb she is. She tried to catch a blank with a catcher's mitt. She tried to catch a blank with a catcher's mitt. Tried to catch a blank.
Oh, great.
Tried to catch a blank with a catcher's mitt. Do 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 do.
Beep, beep, beep.
There we go. That's oh wow, that was fast. Bam, 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 bam. That's how everybody is. So that means Fiddler, we go back to you. Question was, Dumb Dora is so dumb she tried to catch a blank with a catcher's mitt.
She tried to catch a leprechaun.
Tried to catch a leprechaun with a catcher's mitt.
that's a big
A
off.
There for
leprechaun.
the Irish area up there.
All right. Yeah, we're getting close to St. Patty's Day, aren't we? Or was that already come and gone?
That's already come and gone, Catboy.
That was in March.
Boy, I think you've been really taking a swigs of that booze.
But that's
All
a
right,
good
well, so much I know. Cindy, your answer is fish. Try to catch a fish with a catcher's mitt, as it is the theme. It's underwater. There we go. Sticking with the theme. Snow Wolf, your answer is fish.
Oh,
Here we go again.
good job.
Yeah, fish. Lisa, your answer is trying to click on this. A Jello shot. Jello shot. Let's see, Jim.
With a catcher's
Your
mitt.
answer is a fish. Once again, a fish. Here we go.
I should have just said fish.
Yeah, and Porcelana, you said fly.
Fly.
How do you catch a fly?
Going fly fishing. Cat Porcelana's
Maybe she was trying to. He was trying.
And Leo said husband. It's the closest one to leprechaun that we had in the entire thing, but it still doesn't count as a match.
Oh, the husband could have been a leprechaun, let me
yeah, I
tell
was
you.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah. All right, that means Wild K, you're left with an option. Do you want column A or do you want to try your luck with the impossible question?
I want the pretty ick A. I want the
The pretty ick.
question.
You want the
If you take it, then I have to take it away.
I don't want to see it disappear, but
It's so pretty. It's awfully
Not anymore, Nate.
Okay, here we go. Now, in theme, of course, with our underwater theme, the question is, the last time I was under the sea like this, I got kicked off the Disney ride for being blank.
Woke.
I got kicked off. Last time I was under the sea like this, I got kicked off the Disney ride for being blank. They kicked me off of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride.
Oh, I remember that
How long
one.
ago have you been there? It hasn't been there for fucking forever.
I know. I was actually there in the same year that the first shuttle launched.
That 81.
And I've been on the
That'd be
submarine
81.
voyage, but that was
Yeah. It was 81.
When I was-
That's about when I was there too, roughly.
Yeah?
I was just a few years old. Old enough to walk and know things, so.
Oh, you're just a
last
bitch.
time I was there was 2019, but
That's
There
Disney
we
World
go.
or Disneyland, Tindy.
There we go. That's everybody. So I go back to Wild K. All right, Wild K. You get a shot at the impossible question. Last time I was under the sea like this, I got kicked off of the Disney ride for being blank.
I'm going with what you are now, drunk or stoned.
Drunk.
You do both?
Drunk. Yeah, sure, why not? But for the record,
wasted.
I was high as a fucking kite when I went on the haunted house ride.
Did you freak the fuck out?
I was high as a fucking kite. I was totally... And you know, the reason why I was able to get my hands on a joint was because I was hanging out with Boy Scouts. They had marijuana. They were carrying.
All kinds of stuff.
That's
They
hysterical.
were fucking carrying, man. It was...
Ecstasy.
Were you
Well, I don't know if they had
screaming
that, but they definitely had marijuana. Tindy, your answer is naked. Naked! Well, Tindy, you got hold of my vacation photos. Alright. Snow Wolf, your answer is naked. Really? Naked! Did somebody publish my vacation photos online or something? Lisa, your answer is high as a guppy. That's a match.
That's a man.
That's a match.
Thank you.
You
Hi,
immediately
John
win
Wasted.
100 women.
Yeah, guppies are pretty dang high. Yes.
Yeah. Alright. And let's see, it was, go to Jim. Jim, your answer is in a scuba suit. They won't let that on a ride, surprisingly. Yeah, they won't let you
Oh,
on.
wow.
No, they'll kick your ass off. Yeah, I know.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do? Porcelana, your answer is drunk. That's a match.
All right, another 100 Linden.
No, you don't. You only get the one. And Leo, your answer is sick and throwing up. Once
that comes
again,
after.
someone got into my photos and published them online. How the hell did you guys know? All right, there we go. That's
Cooking
2
in the
points.
water. That's funny.
Oh dear.
That happens after you get off the ride.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? Okay, Fiddler. Once again, you're left with a choice. Do you want your question from column A or column B?
We're gonna go with B-A.
Going with B. Going with B. Here we go. Everybody plays. Question
That'll
is.
be a fair question.
Yeah, here we go. Now, you heard about Norman. Poor Norman does not have a jacuzzi.
Aw.
No, he doesn't. He does. So when he wants to take a whirlpool bath, he hops into his blank.
Oh.
He wants to take a whirlpool bath, he hops into his blank.
Oh, my
Hops into his blank. Wow, very fat. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. Jeez, you guys are on the ball.
A whirlpool bath.
A whirlpool
The
bath.
game update, Boston. Thanks for the game update. That's going to be a good
Yeah.
game.
Hi,
There we
Buster.
go. That's all 6, so now I go back to Fiddler. Alright, Fiddler, the question was, poor Norman, he doesn't have a jacuzzi, so when he wants to take a whirlpool bath, he hops into his blank.
His toilet.
His toilet! He hops into his toilet!
That's clever. That's a good
I
one.
like that. Right? Helps this toilet. By the way, I love the Eddie Murphy joke. He said, when we were kids, we were so poor. If we wanted a jacuzzi, we'd have to fart in a bathtub.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Fart.
that's what I would
Gotta
do.
fart in a bathtub. Here we go. So, Cindy, you said.
Eddie Murphy.
What? You did the Eddie Murphy. You did the Eddie Murphy one. Oh gosh. All right, Snow Wolf. Your answer is the homemade blender. This homemade blender
Oh, that's
Lisa. is washing machine. Washing machine.
Oh, that's good too.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's a good
man.
one. Yeah, that's a whirlpool. It's not a toilet, Jim. And if you use my washing machine as a toilet, I'm gonna be very mad. By the way, don't you poop in my washing machine? Washing machine top loading. Yeah. Porcelana, your answer is the sink and turns on the garbage disposal. Wow. Well, that's just
That's bad.
wow. Leo, your answer is the toilet. You got one, but it's not
it's
enough
not
to catch
enough.
up. It's not enough to catch up. The wild cage. It's 2-1.
Baby.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought it was the first round. Okay.
No, it was the second. It was the second round.
Yep, yep, yep.
They didn't catch up. Yep. That means you get to choose who do you want for the super question.
What do
Boom.
I want? I would like
Boom.
to have Snow Wolfie.
Snow Wolfie! Where's Snow Wolfie? Oh, look, we have the new girl. Gets to play. Hiya, Snow Wolf. How you doing?
Here before.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, now, Snow Wolf, you know the rules. I'm going to type out and say the super question at the same time. You send your answer to me and me only in a private IM. No one shout any suggestions, please, or I will cry. And it'll be very embarrassing for everyone
Yes, that's
involved.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. Here we go. So, the super question is, put blank. Put blank. Wing.
Oh dang, that's tough. Holy crap.
This is a super into the super question.
I had one. Too bad, not me.
Put blank. So, Snow Wolf, you send your answer to me in a
Yeah,
private IM.
Nick.
Sure, this is like you.
Okay, I have my super answer. Everyone, shout up your suggestions,
down.
please.
Put up.
Put this
Put that thing back where you found it, or she'll help me.
Put out. Put out.
One of the other.
Put
All
out.
right, here we go. So, okay,
Put up.
you know the rules. You're
Yeah.
gonna get 3 guesses at it. What's your
Uh-huh.
first guess for? What is
Just shake it all
blank?
around.
Really, God, I don't know. But
Do the hokey pokey.
you know who the popular girls in school were, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they would put
Who
out.
put out?
Ah,
Put out.
yeah, and you know what? You're playing to the panel. You're playing smart. That's what you're doing. You're playing smart. But unfortunately, this particular member is panel member is a little more wholesome than that. Unfortunately, it's not a match. I'm going to give you a clue, and it's going to be like, okay, I want you to envision this. All right, you're a child. You're like 6 or 8 years old, right? You're back at home, and your fucking toys are everywhere. They're all over the floor. They're everywhere.
Away.
My mother threw him out. G.I. Joe for
Okay,
$10,000.
Yeah, put up your toys, dang it, or I'm gonna take them away from you.
But well, I'm gonna count that. It's actually put away, but it's the same
Yeah, I
context.
told
I'm gonna
you
give you.
so.
Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah, it's put away.
Put
You
away.
just won 250 Linden. We got that and the super question.
Ooh, the crowd went wild.
All right.
Where did the
Okay, so if anyone wants to, we're gonna need a new contestant, and if anyone wants to trade places in the panel, now's the time to do it.
Okay.
Now's the time to get your bum
That
in
was
the
the
seat.
time. That was the best. That was the best.
Put your bum in the seat. So Snow Wolf wants to be a contestant. That's excellent. Wildcat's going back up there, but we still have one more empty panel.
We
up there,
need
so we can grab
another-
that. We need another
Panelist.
panelist. We need another panelist. Up you go.
Pepper, Nick, anybody.
Don't make
John,
the audio in one of my alts.
Scooter.
In you go.
Lisa, come back and play. Lisa,
Somebody.
Pepper.
Somebody.
Okay, Lisa, come back.
I hear someone walking up. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yep, Gleesa's getting up there. All right.
Get back.
Okay, so let's see. Last time we were at the red circle, so now we're going back to the green triangle. That means Snow Wolf. You get to choose. Do you want your question from column A or column B?
Okay. Thanks, Jim.
All right.
I hope everything's okay.
Oh, we hope everything's okay.
Yeah, we hope everything is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's it going to be? So, Pandora, do you want column A or column B? You can just type that out if you can't talk.
Middle, pick the middle, pick the middle.
You pick the middle, I will break all your fingers. Don't you do that. No middle picking. You want A. You're going with column A. Here we go. All right.
Alrighty then.
Top of the round, everybody plays. The question is...
Uh-oh.
Just a sec, I lost my camera feed. Here we go. This is about Superman. Superman.
How super is he?
Did you hear that? You guys, okay. Okay, now did you hear that Superman had a mid-air collision with one of Santa's reindeer?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Superman now has an antler stuck in his blank.
Oh.
Got an antler stuck in his blank. An antler in there. A little mid-air collision.
Can't go do it. Purple.
Can't wait to hear the answers for this one.
What are you, 5 years old? She goes, yes.
Yes.
Yippers.
That definitely works here. Works in your favor.
Ding, ding.
We're just waiting. Oh, there's Jim. We're just waiting on Galisa.
Okay, I'm waiting there.
There you go.
There we go.
Why
Good.
not?
There we go. So now we go back to Snow Wolf. All right, Snow Wolf. The question was, Superman had a collision, a mid-air collision with one of Santa's reindeer. Now he's got an antler stuck in his blank. Butt. His butt. The antler's stuck in his bum.
Yeah.
Going in his bum. Going in your bum. Going in your bum. Won't fit very well.
6 out of 6.
Yeah. Let's see. Tindy, your answer is his bum, his rear end. You get the idea. That's a match right off the bat. Bam. There we go. That's a match.
Good job.
See, okay, your answer is bum. Bum.
Bum,
Wow.
bum, bum.
Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Glisa, you said penis.
Ew!
Oh my
Lisa.
God.
She went there. She said that.
How do you get a rear-end collision, right?
I don't know. Well, okay, yeah. Sort of. Yeah, okay, yeah. You know,
Say who hit who.
yeah. Jim, you said he's got a red nose stuck in his red nose. That's cute.
Look at his red-
Porcelana said his bomb. That's a match.
That is
How did
big.
he flies backwards?
Good start. Let's see. Leo's answer is his butt.
And he was flying back.
Well, it's a collision, so they went all over the place, and the dancer got stuck.
He was flying back.
There we go. Well, that's a pretty damn good start for Snow Wolf. You got 4 right off the bat. All right, Fiddler, it goes to you. You get your question from column B. Here we
No,
go.
no.
Everybody plays. Yeah, everybody plays. The question is, all right, now this is about the Bionic Woman's husband,
Oh dear.
who is not Lee Majors, by the way.
Oh.
Not Lee Majors. I'm sorry. I know you wanted to be Lee Majors. I wanted to be Lee Majors. Everybody wants it to be Lee Majors, but I'm afraid it's not. All right?
That's Farrah Fawcett.
Well, they were incompatible. He was AC and she was DC.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to do? So anyway, the Bionic Woman's husband said, it's tough being married to a woman who's part machine. It takes her 1 hour to change... Now listen, it takes her 1 hour to change her clothes and another to change her blank. Takes an hour to change her clothes and another to change her blank.
Oh, give me a break.
Where would you like it?
One break coming up.
One break. Coming up. One of my favorite Van Halen songs.
Give me a
by the
break.
way.
Break me off a piece of bacon.
Or Kit Kat bar. Just waiting on a okay. Man, you guys are just blowing it in right there.
Oh. Okay.
You guys are just bam, 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 bam. I get the impression you guys have done this before.
There we go.
There we go. That's all 6. Now I go back to Fiddler. All right, Fiddler. The question was, Bionic Woman's husband said, "It's tough being married to a woman who's part machine. Takes 1 hour to change your clothes and another to change your blank."
Batteries.
Her batteries. Change your batteries. Gotta get her up and going. Change your battery. Let's see.
With Energizer, she just keeps going and
Well,
going.
what do you know? There we go. Right off the bat. I love Richard Dawson's answer. It was an hour to change your mind.
Little sexist bastard.
Good.
Yeah, but he justified the answer by saying, hey, they had very limited RAM back in those days. It'd take a lot of time to get all those, you know. You got to get the tape out of there. Got to rewind it and everything. Well, okay, your answer is naughty parts between her legs. That is just you. Okay, well, you know what? That's the panel. You know, that's the panel. Yeah.
Sorry, Fiddler. Batteries.
That's the panel. Let's see. Gleesa said batteries. I think there's a good chance you might catch up.
Dun,
Good answer.
dun,
By the way,
dun.
this is, in my opinion, this is a smart answer. But the one they went with on the regular show was really stupid.
What was it?
Who was it?
Tubes. She chose tubes to change her tubes. Why would she have tubes?
Because it's the 70s.
TV.
TVs, you know.
We had tubes in our TV.
Yeah, the tubes, yes.
Because they didn't have batteries in it.
Jim said, change your mind. You went with the Richard Dawson answer.
Ah, good one, Jim.
And yeah, and you know what? You got to rewind that tape. It takes forever, you know.
Thanks, Jim.
Magnetic tape. Let's see. Barcelona said batteries. Batteries. You're only behind by 1 now. Let's see if Leo also picks batteries. It's going to be a tie. Let's see. Leo said, bam! It's a tie. Look at that. It's a tie. We're a tie 4-4. And here you were complaining about all the questions.
Bam!
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Right. So now goes back to Snow Wolf. Snow Wolf, once again, you get to choose. You want your question. You want B. You're going with B. All right, way ahead of me. I think she's seen the show before.
You think?
I think. Just maybe. You ever heard of Gunga Din?
Yes.
Gunga.
No, I've heard of Gunga don't.
No, this is Gunga. Yeah, this is Gunga.
I heard of Gunga did.
Yeah, this is Gunga Dingy, the Indian psychiatrist. Gunga Dingy. He's an Indian psychiatrist. He does not make his patients sit on a couch. Instead, he makes his patients lay down on a blank. He's an Indian psychiatrist. Gunga Dingy.
I got that already.
Does not use a couch. He makes his patients lay down on a blank.
Now, what do you mean by Indian?
Indian. Oh, sorry, as an East Indian. From India, not Native American.
Alright.
Right.
Not mistaken Indian.
Yeah.
True Indian.
There we go. So that's everybody. Oh, I should have, of course, mentioned that not everyone had to answer, but it doesn't matter.
You did it anyway.
You did it anyway because you wanted to. Right. The only answers that count are Jim and Gleesa's, and everyone is just playing for fun. Here we go. So, Snow Wolf, your answer is to, Gunga Dingy, Indian psychiatrist, doesn't use a couch, instead he makes his patients lay down on, what? Buffalo skin blanket.
The other Indian.
Oh, you went with the other Indian, the native Indian. Okay, let's see how many people said that. So, Cindy, for fun, your answer is a bed of nails. You see? That would have been the definitive answer that everyone was shooting for on the regular show. Let's see. Well, okay, your answer is bed of nails.
Yeah,
Lisa said bed of nails. Jim, your answer is flying carpet.
Oh, that's clever.
That's a good
Flying carpet. Porcelana, you said bed of nails, and Leo said bed of nails. Here we go.
Oh, that would have got
So no points, but Fiddler, you're going to have a chance to pull ahead. So you get a question from column A.
Oh,
And
everybody.
right now, in this one, only Wild K and Jim have to answer. Everyone else can answer for fun if you want to. Here we go. This is about Barney the Butcher. Barney the Butcher.
Okay.
Barney the Butcher said, I'll tell you why I fell in love with Ugly Edna. Her body looks like a blank.
Okay, say
Body
that.
looks like
Yeah,
a
Butcher,
what?
Barney the Butcher said, I'll tell you why I fell in love with Ugly Edna. Her body looks like a blank.
You gotta
Ugly.
be kidding me.
No!
Ugly
It's
Edna.
true.
And you want
Honestly,
to
every
answer this? He's a butcher, and her body looks like a blank.
A blank, that's it.
Yeah!
Yeah, bro. But not out loud.
You keep
Not
asking
all
that
of these
every
questions
single
are-
time it's your turn.
Oh my god.
I promise you, I am not kidding.
Now, is this a Native American butcher or one in India?
Oh, not that again. Just don't make
What
me
kind of
smack you
cleaver
with a
does he
rolled-up
use?
Newspaper. Yeah. I'm gonna go out there and smack you guys with a rolled up newspaper in a minute. All right.
We're supposed to do the wacky panels. I mean, come on.
Carcass. A carcass.
Oh, that's clever.
Looks like a carcass. All right,
Sounds
here we
like you got
go.
all parts covered.
Let's see. Tindy, your answer for fun is a side of beef. All right.
Part of a carcass.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, you
Dublin.
said a piece of meat, which is too
That's her
general.
face.
Yeah, it's too general. Sorry. Glisa for fun is a wonderland carved out of ham, which is you already matched. So that's just. And let's see, Jim. Your answer is a side of beef.
That's carcass.
Uh,
Yeah,
No.
that's correct.
Oh,
you
Gotta
well,
give me one
what's the
on that.
contestants on this? Is that a carcass? Because it sounds a little too
I
general.
think it was a carcass.
no.
I would think it's part of it.
Yeah, it's too general. I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
too general. It's not specific enough. Yeah. A side of beef could come from just literally anywhere. Sorry.
Okay.
Porcelana, your answer is a cow. And Leo, for fun, your answer is a side of beef. So that means it's a tie. That means we go to a tiebreaker.
Oh,
If nobody said chopped liver.
I know. That was the popular answer in the regular show. Everyone went with that one. But unfortunately, the contestant went with something stupid.
They mostly do.
I resemble that
Oh, we
contestant.
got 5 people
Yeah.
watching.
All right, so now let's see. Snow Wolf. Once again, no. Oh, sorry. Just let me go through the rules in case anyone's not familiar with it. We're only going to do one question this time, one round. Whoever has the most points wins. If it ties again, I'm going to flip a coin just to put an end to it. So, Snow Wolf, you get to choose. You want your question from column A or column B? You want A. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. And it is, what's this one? Oh, now, has anyone ever heard of Georgie Jessel? It's okay if you've not heard of it.
Oh yeah, George, you
Georgie Jessel.
Yeah, of course I have. Georgie
now,
Jetson.
Right, now Georgie Jessel, in the later part of his life, was kind of well known for giving eulogies. Eulogies were his thing. He always showed up to, a lot of famous people, and he was asked to. So,
Our governor here today.
right, now Georgie Jessel said, I just proceeded over a wonderful funeral. The eulogy was so moving, the dead man blanked. The dead man blanked. I'll go through that again. Georgie Jessel said, I just proceeded over a wonderful funeral. My eulogy was so moving, the dead man blanked.
oh, give me a break.
Well, there are lots of good answers.
Do you like spot breaks?
One.
There we go, that's all 6. So now I go back to, where is it? Snow Wolf. Alright, Snow Wolf. Snow Wolf. The question was, I'll repeat that for you. Oh, it's Dead Man Woke Up. Snow Wolf. Dead Man woke up. Dead Man got up. Alright, let's see how many stirring dead men we have here. Let's see. Tindy, your answer is sat up and clapped. I'm going to count that.
Yep.
Yep, getting up. Yep, sat up. Yep. Let's see. Well, okay, your answer is started crying.
She had to wake
Started
up.
crying. It doesn't mention waking up though. Let's see.
Just crying.
Let's see. Glisa said cried. Started crying. Yeah. Jim, you said cried and died again. Wow, that's moving. Cried and died again. Let's see. Porcelana, you said sat up and cried. Well, since you said sat up, that's going to count because that means you got up.
Oh, good.
Okay. And Leo said came back to life, and that's a match. Yep, that's a match. That's 3. Let's see, came back to life. So now we go back to Fiddler. Fiddler, you're going to get your question from column B. Here we go. Everybody.
General,
It's just a game.
Okay, so
I'm having fun.
all right, so everybody plays. Everybody plays. The question is, this is about Tarzan. Tarzan. I'm not doing the voice. I'm not doing. No. I only want to repeat the question so many times. All right. If I do the voice, I'll be doing it all night.
Can't do
All right. Now Tarzan said, "Today I learned first law of jungle. First law of jungle is never stand between two elephants when they are blanking."
Oh, the first law of the jungle.
First law of the jungle is never stand between two elephants when they are blanking.
I'm going to say the,
Hey, you don't say anything.
Hey. You ain't said nothing yet.
Oh, everybody put in. I'll stop now then.
All right.
Alright, that's everybody.
Oh,
alright,
Wait, that's not yet, not yet. We're waiting on Jim.
Hear the question again.
It was. Tarzan said, today I learned first law of jungle, never stand between two elephants when they are blanking.
Yes?
It's a hard one.
I know, I'm going to try and...
There we go. Oh, there goes Carol Burnett.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah. Love. Yep, love that one. All right,
You want my
Fiddler.
answer?
Yes, please.
Yes,
When they're blinking.
When they're having sex. When they're having sex. Here we go. Tindy, you said...
Bow chicka bow wow.
Helping bow chicka bow bow. That's a match. Let's see. Well, Kay, your answer is... Mating, getting it on. By the way, that was the popular answer in the regular show, if you can believe it. Let's see, Gleesa, he said, doing the nasty. The nasty.
Well, it's tied now.
that's nasty.
Nice to see you use your imagination. Describing different ways of describing the same thing. Jim, your answer is doing it.
Doing it.
Doing it. Porcelana, your answer is humping. I think you might get a solid 6. Leo, your answer is mating. That's a solid 6. 4.
Oh.
4. Fiddler, that means Fiddler, you win the game. All right, Fiddler, that means...
Kidding me?
Yeah, that means you get to choose who do you want for the super question.
Oh, let's see.
Choose wisely.
I know.
Is that possible?
Unwisely.
I'm going to go Porcelana.
Going with Porcelana. Here we go. Porcelana.
Okay, I will do my best.
All right, Porcelana.
Good.
All right, now, you know the rules. I'm going to type it out and say it. You send the answer to me in a private IM. I don't want to hear any suggestion shouting.
Don't fall down, okay?
Oh! Super question is cab blank. Cab blank. Cab blank. Waiting on my super. I have my super answer. Everyone shout your suggestions, please.
Put out here.
Holloway.
I don't deserve one. I don't deserve one.
Cab
I
Collar is a
don't.
good one. I like that
No.
there.
Boo-hoo.
I'm not saying
All right,
that.
so Fiddle, you know the rules. You're going to get 3 guesses out of what's your first guess for
Right.
cab blank.
Cab fee.
Cab fee. Cab fee. Really good
Fair.
guess, but unfortunately not it. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to give you a clue. Porcelana, what would you say? Okay, I got to think of something here that's not too obvious. Who's in the car besides the fare?
Why?
That's easy.
The driver.
Who's in the car? Who's in the car besides
Oh,
the fare?
driver.
The driver.
Is the answer the driver? Yes, it is. You just won 250 Linden. Hooray! And that's the game for tonight, everybody. Now, please don't forget to tip. Thanks for playing, and please, everyone, don't forget to tip the fleur-de-lis over here.
Perhaps next
Oh,
time.
I always do.
Please tip the fleur-de-lis. We need the money.
And tip it back when you're done with it.
Thank you for
That's
your.
right. Stand it back up.
Oh, Nick,
Now you look like a cave woman. That's good. Wear that on. tomorrow.
Well, Nick, can you reset the machine so it puts the money back into my account? There we
No,
go.
I didn't have it set to.
Oops.
I don't think I think it's not. I think it's actually going to my other one.
Credits.
I mean, probably was doing that for the
I think it might be going to my alt. No, it's all online right now.
Now?
Yeah, that was at least, was that 2 or 3 weeks we had to use my alt because my account was,
At least
Just log on to
It was at least-
money.
yeah.
Can I play it now?
Go ahead, please.
I need a new.
Yeah, it's not reaching me, Nick, for some reason.
It's going up, you just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So log
Yeah.
on to him and get his money.
yeah. Log into him and steal his money.
Alright, I'll have to go, I gotta go find my alt and I gotta go beat that thing down like it owes me money, because apparently it does.
Right now.
Hi, brother. You want
Yeah.
Stop wrong.
Alright.
You know what?
I slowed them down. They're taking a long time.
Hey,
They smooth.
That's bad. Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie.
Maybe I slowed it down too much.
Are they in trouble, you say?